Hey guys, this is David with DL Details and Coatings and All Out Customs, hopping on here to talk about removing tar. I use a solvent to remove tar. It's effective and efficient. So, with that said, I use lacquer thinner. Lacquer thinner is a great tool in a detailer's repertoire in their toolbox. But you have to know what you're doing with it. You got to be careful with it. You can mess up a lot of things with lacquer thinner if you don't know how to use it. With that said, lacquer thinner is a solvent. There's two different types of cleaners that you could use on tar. The solvent is going to be the quicker, easier choice. You can use a degreaser or a solvent. Degreasers lift dirt up and emulsify them using surfactants, which is in detergents like laundry soap or carpet cleaner, things of that nature. The solvent is going to break down the petroleum that is in specifically the tar. There's two different, there's oil-based products and petroleum-based products. Oil-based products like engine oil, food grease, things of that nature is broken down with degreaser. Heavy petroleum-based products like tar, asphalt, grease that you would put into a fitting, into a bearing, that's all broken down effectively and efficiently with a solvent. So with all that said, I'm gonna go over this this tar with this lacquer thinner. I normally have a 5-gallon of it, but I ran out of it waiting on my chem rep to show up. So I had to run to AutoZone. Keep in mind, the fresher the lacquer, the more work you're going to get out of it. So keep your rag fresh. You can dry out plastic by doing this. You're going to strip every bit of protection that the paint, the plastic has on it. You could even dry out the plastic to the point of damaging it. I'm not going to do that because I know where to draw the line. But I always come behind myself and protect the paint and protect and moisturize the trim. Wherever I use the solvent on, I'm going to go back and protect it. All right, so after working on this tar, move this forward, so. After working on this tar, I got to the point where I'm gonna get everything off that I can get. It has left over some etching and some staining. Tar is made of petroleum. Petroleum and UV rays don't mix. It's gonna help. UV rays on petroleum pulls out oils of plastics, enhancing the aging process. So let me show you what we're left with. This customer only wanted the surface tar taken care of. As you can see, there's still some up underneath the door and underneath this part. I'll see if you can see some etching. Yeah, you can there. The tar has damaged the plastic. And there's nothing that I can do about it aside from sanding down and re-dyeing all of the plastic. But that's how I use lacquer thinner to get tar off. Again, lacquer thinner is a solvent. It can mess up paints, it can mess up plastics. You gotta know what you're doing on it. It's not a degreaser. It's for heavier oil, petroleum-based products like tar, grease, like white lithium grease, things of that nature, adhesive. A degreaser is more for engine oil, chicken grease, shortening, things like that. Now, I got to wash and wax this to protect it again. I'm going to put some protectant on the plastic trim so it moisturizes it, and it'll be good to go. Getting back to how this car turned out that I was taking the tar off of. Let's look at it. This is before I put the moisturizer on it, the protectant. I didn't do that yet, so you guys can see where it kind of dried it out. So you can see right there, it's a little dry. That's a scratch. But it left some staining and some etching. Again, you can't get rid of that unless you sand it down and re-dye it. So lacquer's a really useful tool, but you gotta be careful when you use it. You gotta know what you're after, the extent of what you're working on can take. There's a whole lot of knowledge that comes with using lacquer thinner. Look, there's Josh over there. What's up, Josh? Putting some wrap on that bed topper. We'll spend some time with him on another video. But again, if you guys have any questions, want to comment about it, like, share, help me out. Thanks for the support. Have a good day.